Hey, what is up guys, you're watching the ITHQ, and today we're going to be taking a look at 50 iOS 8.4 compatible Cydia tweaks. So these are going to be the latest tweaks. Some of them are going to be free, some of them are going to be paid. So let's jump straight right into it. So the very first tweak we'll be taking a look at is going to be ControlledPain. It's for $1 and essentially allows you to access all of your quick settings directly from this particular panel. You can also change your volume, change your brightness. You can also power off your or restring your device directly from here as well. Again, it gives you a lot of options. You can turn on VPN or turn on Do Not Disturb mode, and auto lock features and everything like that. It's a very nice tweak. Now, in order to invoke this tweak, you need Activator gesture. Now, Activator is the second tweak of mine which I absolutely enjoy using, and it's also a free tweak. So as you guys can see, you can basically invoke different tweaks or different functions by gestures, alright, so through gestures. So right here, when I double tap on that status bar, it's going to go ahead and invoke that tweak, which is ControlledPain. So it's a very nice tweak. Now, the third tweak we'll be taking a look at is also free, is Alert Close. Now, Alert Close essentially allows you to gives you basically an alert message and gives you a few options when you basically close an application or quit an application. So as you guys can see, when I swipe up on that card, it gives me three options: close the application, relaunch the application, dismiss switcher. When I tap close the application, it's just going to go ahead and close the application, or I can also relaunch the application, or I can simply dismiss the switcher and it's going to take me back to the home screen. Alright, now the next tweak we'll be taking a look at is going to be LyricsForMusic. LyricsForMusic is a free tweak and essentially gives you lyrics. So while you're listening to your song, you can also enjoy the lyrics as well. Alright, so it's a simple tweak. So when you're listening to music, just go to the now playing section and tap on that album artwork, alright, just once. And within a few seconds, you will see all of the lyrics, which is pretty sweet. Again, you need to scroll through as well, and it's amazing, and it's actually free, which is even more awesome. Alright, so the fifth tweak we'll be taking a look at is going to be Volume Slider. Volume Slider is a free tweak, gives a very simple, neat little volume slider on the top. So it's very neat, simple tweak, love it. Alright, now the sixth tweak we'll be taking a look at is going to be Afterlock. Now, Afterlock it's basically, you can say, an activator gesture and activator action essentially. So when you go into the settings for Afterlock, you guys can see you can set the time. So I will say that after 5 seconds after locking my device, I need this to do something. And what that would be is going to be to get my device into airplane mode. So when I lock my device after 5 seconds, it's going to take my device into airplane mode. So if you guys can see right here, just keep your eye on the top left hand corner. You guys can see now it's in the airplane mode, which is pretty sweet. So that is Afterlock. It's a free tweak and I love it. Again, you can go ahead and just turn off airplane mode by going into the ControlledPain. Alright, now the seventh tweak is going to be MTerminal. It's a free tweak. Now MTerminal is basically for those who actually enjoy developing tweaks, basically enjoy messing around with the iOS devices even more. So basically, you can just simply go ahead and make a very nice Cydia tweak from here as well. You just install TreeForest, install iFile, and you're good to go. So yes, that's MTerminal. It's like a terminal for iOS. It's pretty sweet. The eighth one is going to be Cydia Impactor. It's a free tweak. It's a very latest tweak, and it is absolutely phenomenal. Cydia Impactor allows you to just unjailbreak your device. So it just essentially destroys all the jailbreak data, all the apps basically, and without you restoring your device. So you don't need to restore your device to the latest firmware. So again, it's actually very sweet basically. So if you don't want to go to the latest firmware, which may just prevent you from jailbreaking anymore, you can simply use this and you don't really need to restore your device to the latest firmware. So the Impactor, very nice tweak, very good tweak. Go ahead and install it right now. Ninth tweak is going to be NoBarPlus, which is also a free tweak and gives you basically a full screen experience in the Cydia app. As you guys can see, there's no status bar on the top, so it's full screen. That's NoBarPlus. It's free. Go ahead and check it out. The 10th tweak is going to be No Exploring. It's also free, and basically it removes the Explore bar from the App Store. Now again, Explore tab is probably the most useless thing. I never really use Explore feature in the App Store. So this tweak just basically removes that from the App Store. Alright, now the 11th one is going to be roundification, which is a free tweak and gives you the ability to have a very simple, very nice little rounded corners in your in your control center. It's also like floating as well. Similarly, you can have it over here as well in your notification center again, so the corners are all rounded up. It's pretty sweet. You can have rounded banners, rounded CC, rounded notification center, round app switcher cards as well. 12th one is going to be AB CopyText. So this is for Alien Blue users. So now you can basically copy text from the comment section as well. So it gives you the option of copy text to clipboard, which is pretty much not available in the default app. So you need to use this tweak now to copy any text from the comment section. Alright, now the 13th one is going to be iFile. It's my favorite tweak. Now I'm running the free trial right now, but basically iFile allows you to access the root of your device. So you can just get into the root of your device and whatever you want to do with it, mainly for if you want to develop some jailbreak tweaks and all that stuff, you can download PRs and everything like that. So iFile again, you can install tweaks as well through iFile. So you can do a lot of things with iFile. It's a very nice, it's a necessity. Go ahead and download for yourself. Alright guys, the next tweak is going to be TaskbarColor. TaskbarColor gives you that black color on the top, as you guys can see. Basically a colored status bar on your lock screen as well as on your home screen as well. So as you guys can see, you can change the color of the text as well. You can also change the color of the status bar. So right now I've got black, but again you can go ahead and change it, so you can go for maybe red, yellow, blue, whatever. You can even change the text color as well, so the color of the date, the battery and all that stuff. So this is TaskbarColor. It's pretty much like how we used to have it back in iOS 5, iOS 6. You can even actually put some HTML color code as well in there, so that's actually very intensive right there. Alright, so that is that. Now our next tweak is going to be, the 15th tweak is going to be Indulge. Now Indulge is still a beta in beta, so basically Indulge gives you a top rated section in Cydia. So as you can see, we've got this top rated section and gives you basically the top paid and top free Cydia tweaks, so just like in the App Store. So here are all the paid tweaks, and then these are all the free tweaks right there, as you guys can see. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. Indulge. It's still in beta. I will leave the repo down below from where you guys can download it right now. Alright, so guys, my next tweak is going to be Safari Swiper. Now, it's a free tweak, and it's actually a lot better on an iPhone rather than on an iPad, but this gives you the ability to simply switch between tabs, basically, just like on Chrome. So as you can see, you just need to swipe on the status bar, switch between the apps, tabs. Then the 7th one is going to be unlock time. As you can see, I've got this unlock time. So when I unlock my device, it's going to go ahead and put the time on my lock screen. So if you are into spying, you can use that as well. 18th tweak is going to be NC Floater. It's a free tweak and gives you that rounded edges. Also, you guys can see it's not full screen basically, and it's also not coming from the top, so it's just basically like floating on your screen, pretty much. So that's now, it doesn't work with the control center. For that you can go for roundification, but only works with notification center. So this is around NC Floater. You can change the corner radius as well. Next, we've got ourselves SwipeForMore. Now, SwipeForMore basically allows you to install or queue install any tweak directly by just swiping on the tweak itself. So there's no need to go into the tweak page to install this tweak or queue install it. Just simply swipe it and that's it. 20th tweak is going to be Translucent Cydia. It's a free tweak and gives a very, not that noticeable, but a very translucent kind of a screen while you're installing it. So yeah, it's even actually more noticeable on iPhone 6, iPhone 5, but not on iPad really. Alright, so the 22nd tweak is going to be Discuss Progress. Allows you to basically disclose out of this installation window basically. So if you don't want to respring your device, you can do it later, and it's going to go ahead and install that tweak later on. Alright guys, so the 22nd tweak is going to be Tweaks Refresher, which brings the pull to refresh gesture to the Cydia app as well. Next up on myself is Reveal NC, that is still in beta and brings that Android style notification center animation to iOS. It's very, very cool. My favorite tweak actually. 24th one is going to be Hide NC Line, that just hides a couple of NC separated lines, which is very subtle but not that noticeable, but still pretty cool. Next up on myself is Fold Enhancer, which is for $1, and just changes the whole folder appearance as well. So again, I'm having nested apps, nested folders as well, and also I've got 5x5 grid layout in my folder app. So you can go to settings, you can change how many apps do you want, so you can have like 3 apps in rows or 4 apps and then 4 apps in the column as well, so you can change it as well. Next I've got myself is Grid Switcher, which is free. It's a very cool app, and it's free actually, and gives you a very nice grid kind of an interface for App Switcher. Basically works pretty well with Alert Close, which is another tweak I talked about earlier. So this is Grid Switcher. Again, it's free, and I think it's a very nice tweak. So that is Grid Switch. Next I've got myself is Guest Mode. Now Guest Mode is for $2 and basically brings Guest Mode to iOS. As you see, I've got 2 accounts. So I've got the iTaig and I've got a random account. I can simply get into the iTaig account just by putting in my passcode, or I can go into the random account which doesn't have any passcode. However, the only thing down here is that basically I can't open any app. So as you can see, I can't even access Control Center or the Notification Center. However, if you go back to your account, you can actually change the privileges as well. So and again, you can also change the styles. I've got the OS X style login, so that's how I've got 2 user account options right on my lock screen. And again, I can change the privilege, so I can say, alright, make sure the spotlight is available to them, make sure the notification center is available to the guest as well. Next up for myself is ShortcutsKey, which is a free tweak and basically brings that desktop style shortcuts to iOS. So I can just press and hold C to copy something, and then I can just press and hold V to paste it. And again, I can press and hold Z to undo it. Next up for myself is SwipeSelection, which is also free, and basically I just have to swipe a finger on the keyboard and it's going to go ahead and just move the cursor around, which is pretty cool. Alright, so next week I'm going to talk about is going to be NoSnowAnimation. So as you guys can see that my iPad is actually quite fast, all the animations are very quick. This is due to the NoSnowAnimation. You can change the speed of this as well, so you can make this slower or you can make it faster, however you like. So again, you can change it as well. Alright, next up for myself is YouTube, which is a free tweak, and essentially while you're using or while you're listening to music on YouTube, you can actually have it playing at the background as well, so you can do other stuff while the video is still playing. Alright guys, so the second tweak is going to be Zeppelin, which essentially allows you to change the carrier logo, so you can have it like an Apple logo instead of that carrier, or you can have different thing as well. So the third one is going to be Color Pass. Now Color Pass essentially gives you this very colorful numbers, as you guys can see, for your passcode. So when you're entering passcode, you have different colors. Again, you can change these as well from the settings app. Next up for myself is Apex 2, which is for $3, and as you guys can see, you just have to swipe on the icon and it gives you the ability to add more apps to them. So it's basically like folder, but it's a lot more stylish, looks pretty cool. So again, I've got all the social networking apps right behind Facebook app. So maybe one way to organize your applications. Alright, so next week is going to be Polus, which is for $1, and it's a control center tweak. So essentially you can go ahead and add icon and basically you can quickly access an app directly from the control center. So again, I've got Impactor right here, which is Cydia Impactor, and then I can also go ahead and just select any icon for it. So I'll go for the 500 pixel icon, which makes no sense, but it's just for this example really. So now if I go to the control center, as you guys can see, I've got this icon, 500 pixels. If I type that, it takes me to the Impactor app, which is pretty cool. Next I've got myself is Fuse, which is a free app, and basically fuses the music controls and the date. So when the music is on, you can't get the date, but now you can. So it kind of fuses these two up. Then I've got myself as a multi-icon mover. So basically you can select multiple apps in the wiggle mode, and then you just have to press home button and it just pastes all those icons over there as well. And also it moves the whole Apex 2 folder as well with it, which is pretty cool. Next I've got myself a Sprint2My3, which is for $3. My favorite tweak of all. Basically you can do different things from Sprint2My. So basically the best way to put it is that there are tons of tweaks under one tweak. That's Sprint2My3. So yeah, so you can do different things and whatever you want to do with it basically. So I'm going to go to the dock, and I will just hide the dock, and as you guys can see, I've got no dock at all. And you can do a lot of other things as well with Sprint2My3. You can have custom icons on your dock as well, so you can have a lot of icons and a lot of applications on your dock. Next I've got myself is Slender, which is a free tweak and gives you this very nice different animations while you are scrolling through all of your pages. So as you can see, I've got this different tweak scrolling animation, and you get a lot of different effects as well. Next I've got myself is Untethered Hey Siri. So just go to General Siri and go for Allow Hey Siri and tap Always. So whenever you say Hey Siri, it's going to go ahead and invoke Siri, even if the device is not tethered to power outlet. Next I've got myself is Olympus, which is for $4, and basically brings a very different it's a pretty latest tweak and basically gives you a very different style of app switcher. You guys can see you can access all of the quick setting toggles as well from the far left hand corner. Then you've got the music section, and then you have this grid-like app switcher, a lot like Grid Switcher, which is actually free. Again, you can just swipe through and you can make all of these smaller as well. It's a very long tweak, but yeah, that's just the short version. Next I've got myself this combination lock. So it gives a very retro style passcode entrance kind of a system, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so the next one is going to be CydiaDock, which is for $1.5. CydiaDock gives you a very different animations for your dock. You can change these as well, so I'll go to the carousel settings under the settings panel for CydiaDock, and I'm going to go ahead and change the type of this to maybe inverted wheel. So this is how it's going to look. You don't need to respring the device, and as you guys can see now, my dock has a very different animation to it. Next I've got myself the Stage, which is for $2. You can just go through it and do so many things. It's like a gesture based tweak, and I love this tweak. So again, you can switch between apps just by swiping. You can close the application just by swiping from the bottom, and you get tons and tons of options and tons of customization as well. Alright, now next one is going to be MultiDelete. This is free and allows you to delete multiple icons or multiple apps at once. So I'm going to go ahead and select multiple icons. Just tap on the cross button, and now you will see delete 5 applications, so you can delete all these applications at once, which is very useful. Alright, so the 45th tweak is going to be MiniPlayer, which is free and gives you a very simple small widget right here, so you can just control your music, control the volume as well, and then you can just hide this. Alright, so 46th tweak is going to be Album, which is a free tweak. So whenever you take a screenshot, it gives you a few options. You can copy to clipboard, upload it to some service, or you can just go ahead and share the screenshot as well. It's a very nice tweak. 47th tweak is going to be iWidgets. It's a free tweak and gives you the ability to have Android style widgets on your iOS device. Just tap and hold on your springboard and you can get into this. And as you guys can see, I've got myself this analog clock right here. I can just move it around. Alright, next I've got myself a sleep effect, which is for $5, and this gives you different animations when you put your device to sleep. So as you guys can see, I've got this now I can actually change this as well. Just go to settings and go over to sleep effects and change this to TV Tube, which is my favorite. You can also actually add sounds as well, but this is TV Tube. So let's take a look at it. There you go. It looks pretty cool. 49 is going to be InstaCode, which is a free tweak and basically gives the passcode and clock the same view basically. So it's just like Fuse, but now you don't need to swipe to enter your passcode. 50th tweak is going to be Heart Transplant. Whenever you like a song, it's going to add that song to your My Music library. So no longer need to go to that Eclipse mode and press add to my music. So guys, this is pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and just make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, like this video, follow me on Twitter, and I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Peace out.
Amigos de YouTube, ¿cómo están? En este nuevo video les enseñaré a cómo solucionar la mayoría de los errores que nos da Cydia al querer actualizar o instalar tweaks, en especial uno que yo sé que muchos de ustedes tienen porque me han estado comentando en los videos y también yo lo tuve y lo pude solucionar, así es que este video va para aquellos suscriptores que tienen este problema y bueno, es la solución. La verdad es que es muy sencilla y espero les guste mucho este video, y sin más que decir vamos a empezar con el video. Bueno amigos, este va a ser el problema que les digo. Tenemos varios problemas, el más común es este de que nos salen dos errores, uno que dice error en el buffer y otro en el proceso. Ya puede ser número 1 o número 2, cualquiera de esos dos. De todos modos ahí están viendo muy bien el error. Y bueno amigos, pues como les digo, va a solucionar la mayoría de errores, o si no es que todos los errores que ustedes tengan en Cydia. Y bueno, para eso nos vamos a dirigir a Cydia y es muy importante que termine de cargar muy bien. Vamos a agregar una repo, nos vamos a ir a fuentes, editar, agregar y vamos a escribir la repo que les voy a dejar abajo en la descripción del video, que va a ser la repo de Cool Stars. Van a escribirla aquí y le van a dar en añadir fuente, van a esperar a que cargue todos los paquetes y esta va a ser la repo. Vamos a entrar a los paquetes de esta repo, nos vamos a ir a todos los paquetes y vamos a bajar y vamos a encontrar este tweak que dice Settings for iOS 9.2 y 9.3.3. Ustedes lo único que van a hacer, van a instalarlo. Lo que hace este tweak va a ser reemplazar las librerías de todos los tweaks y hasta encontrar el problema. Así es que bueno, lo van a instalar. En este caso yo lo voy a reinstalar para enseñarles todo el proceso que hace este tweak. Como les digo, es reemplazar las bibliotecas de todos los tweaks y solucionar todos los problemas. En el proceso pueden notar que nos aparecerán las bibliotecas de todos los tweaks. Ahí van a estar viendo un acercamiento más y bueno, pues básicamente es eso. Ahí pueden ver que nos muestra todos los nombres de los tweaks. Y bueno, ya una vez acabado el proceso es muy importante que ustedes hagan el respring. Es de ley que hagan el respring. Y bueno, van a volver a abrir Cydia y van a darle a actualizar y bueno, en este caso ya tendrán el problema solucionado. Vamos a instalar un tweak para que ustedes puedan ver que efectivamente se instala y ahí pueden ver algo que les va a suceder es que cada vez que instalen un tweak es muy posible que les vuelva a aparecer que está instalando el mismo tweak, pero no, lo único que hace es reemplazar y busca problemas que encontremos en el tweak para que no haya ningún problema. Como les digo, es una solución muy sencilla amigos y bueno, para aquellos que no les permitía actualizar sus tweaks o desinstalarlos o instalar un tweak, pues esta es la solución. Espero les haya gustado mucho. Ya saben que me pueden seguir en Twitter como @JohnIPhone. Recuerden suscribirse en la parte de abajo en el botón que dice suscribirse para ver más videos de tweaks de Cydia y todo lo relacionado al mundo de Apple. Ya saben que yo soy su amigo John iPhone y recuerda, el mundo de Apple en tus manos. Nos vemos en un próximo video. Bye.